at all.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not
If
working.
I push that button, it might help. But that button didn't do anything.
No,
Something's picking me up.
It's red
not
over
this.
here. Something happened. Hello, everybody.
That's a little different.
Hang on. I just gotta check and see if it came back. I gotta reset here because you gotta have freaking. There we go. All right, try it again.
About what?
Oh yeah, there we go.
How's that? I did.
Oh yeah, it's much better. Here,
So I
I'll
was
show
saying
you.
the big deal is the physical disabilities, but that shouldn't hold us back.
Your work. No, it should not. It should not hold us back. What?
Usually somehow does. I have no idea. I'm just trying to fill the air.
Well, hi. It's
Hello, Rob.
hi, Michael. It's been quite of an adventure getting us on the air, hasn't it? It has been an adventure. So
I would have settled for less.
yeah. So Miss Jody, as you can see, is not with us yet, and is taking a rest. She has not eaten in a few days because
We had
It's,
Ghost Runner on number 3.
yeah, she has Jody sickness. Pretty bad. So fortunately, she's not here yet, but we should see her here in a little bit.
She is expected.
Yes, I think so. But we got a surprise. We have.
Ooh, is it video? Is it a video? Is it a video?
It is a video.
Tell me it's a video. Oh, God, I hope it's a video.
Sent a video. Oh, you know what? It's not there.
It's not a video.
Yeah, it is a video.
Okay, it's a video.
Totally a video.
Oh, upload progress. I see that.
But now I got to upload it. Now I got to download. Well, I got to download it into here because I didn't do that earlier. Because why would I do that? Why would I actually download the video? Makes no sense at all. Okay, we're gonna download it now. It shouldn't take too long, unless it does take forever. Going along at a pretty clip, but can you guess what this video is, Michael? Would you have any idea what is on this video?
Is it the time Lawrence Taylor takes out Joe Theismann?
Ooh, God.
Oh, right. You know, it's funny. I had never seen The Blind Side till it was on, I think, broadcast TV or maybe one of the paid channels.
Yeah.
I was over at my friend Mark's house and the movie started, and it opens with that scene. And I can tell from the beginning, like from the teams lining up, hey, this is a play where Theismann eats it. And sure enough, I was like, wow, I probably had seen that play in a decade or more, but and of course they showed it 23,000 times after it happened during the game.
Oh my God, that was one of the worst ever scenes to watch from a football game. That was so bad.
The way Lawrence Taylor just jumped up and immediately he's waving to Washington's bench, get over here and help this guy.
Yeah, no, exactly. He was like, oh God. Oh, that was horrible. So we also have a new. Gotta figure out how to hang up. But
Yeah. And
that is cool. And
it was an event just getting it here functional like that.
my goodness, just to get it to this state, all we can do.
Oh, nice.
Can't really tell it's orange.
Not with the background there, I guess.
No. But anyway, so we got that sign.
I guess all my non-lit signs aren't that exciting anymore.
Yeah. Well, no, I like the non-lit signs. I just, you know what? That was 100% an impulse buy.
Well,
that was.
I don't hate it.
that was that's kind of cool. And I'm pretty sure I saw it on Facebook or, somewhere I saw the advertisement for that. I'm like, that actually looks kind of cool.
Those
Let's do
adverts
one of
tend to catch me
those.
off guard time to time as well.
Oh yeah. So I'm like, let's get that. Oh yeah. So, all right, back to the video. Back to this video, which I am downloading, which we will have here momentarily. This is our next.
Not for adults.
No, nope. But it is. It is Miss Matters, and Miss Matters, and a special guest.
Really?
Oh yes. You act
I
surprised.
guess we did the other special. we did the other Miss Matters last week.
Yeah, we did. We did.
And no reason to do that twice, I suppose.
I will tell you that it's just this is a sneak preview. The video is not in its final state yet. It's in its pre-state. There's some background stuff that I need to add, but I just kind of ran out of time last night, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna throw a bunch of transitions in here. But I went through and I did all the editing last night. Cut, that I was telling you about that editing thing where you can make a transcript,
right?
And, like, edit from the transcript, and you can put all the pauses. It says pick all the pauses, and then it says delete all the pauses, and it will delete all of the pauses and slide the frames together. So it'll what's called a ripple delete. So it'll delete them and then smash the frames back together.
And just instantly cut out 5 minutes from your video.
Oh, yeah. Wow. It cut out like probably a good 40 some seconds at least. I mean, at least 40 some seconds got cut out of the video.
I know when I would do mine, after a while, I get so bored, or not bored, but just tired of putting thought to the transitions. I just pick one down the line, and then, the next transition, pick the next one. And then I went random. I was like, hey, I'll do this transition here, this transition. There's some light transitions. Yeah. There's some slide up, fade down.
There's all kinds of crazy transitions. So, all right. Well, hey, I have got this ready.
What you got there?
Oh, we are going to watch this week's video of, as soon as I can share it here, share screen. Yes, share screen. Make sure we share the audio. Yes, the entire screen. Share audio. I think we're going to make sure we can. I'm going to put him in. 1 second. Go over here to YouTube. I didn't check YouTube to make sure we were on, but pretty sure we are. But you never know. We might not be. Who knows?
Hey, we had a listener. Sure.
Woo! All right.
And we're happy to have you. Thank you.
Here. Ooh.
Name dropper.
Ask, do we sound okay? Everything sound good? There we go. Start that up. Live. Oh yeah. Actually, we do sound good. We sound good tonight.
Yeah, I like it.
All right. So
I'm not singing or nothing, but
All right. We're gonna share screen. Oh, looky there. All right, here it is. This week's installment of Miss Matters. All right,
Hi,
here we go.
Are you ready to hang out with your favorite friend, Miss Matters? Well, I'm ready to hang out with you. So get ready and have some fun and adventures and silly time. Let's go for silly time. Whoa! Okay, have your parents checked out? Well, let's get to the real episode today. Remember our rules. What we say is private. It's between us. Nobody needs to know what we are talking about here. Today, we are going to talk to you all about squatting. No, not that kind of squatting, silly. Property squatting. You too can move in, take over, and live in a property that you have no legal right to. What's even better is the owners have no choice but to engage in lengthy legal battles to get you out. Let's look at exactly how this works. To help me explain this, we have a very special guest. Please welcome to the Miss Matters Playroom, Law Enforcer Extraordinaire, Marshall Matters!
Howdy, kids. I've been asked to speak with you here regarding a very important matter. We don't call it squatting, we call it affordable housing in the modern age.
But Marshall, these are kids. They don't need to worry about housing.
That might be the case now, but someday soon you might want to bring a date back to your place. And you would prefer that your dad is not in the recliner wearing nothing but his boxers and beer he spilled as he passed out for the night. To avoid explaining that to your date, you're gonna want your own place. Some people satisfy this by paying money to a landlord on a rotating monthly basis. This is honestly no way to live. But what if I told you there was a better way? That is right, folks. You can live rent-free, going house to house, and I, as a law enforcement officer, can't do a thing about it so long as you have taken the correct steps. This will require you to do a bit of research and prep work on your part. Let's call it house hunting.
Well, that sounds great. How do we get started?
Well, to start, you want to gather necessary tools. A notepad and pen for writing down important info such as your new mailing address, house hunting scissors, a set of universal keys, a library card for internet access and research, a current copy of the Landlord-Tenant Act for reference, as well as your own doorknob key and screwdriver.
Okay, once we have the tools put together, what is our next step?
Some people would recommend you find a house that is furnished but vacant because the owners are on vacation or possibly seasonal occupants. Those places have potential, but in my experience, homeowners that can afford vacations or multiple homes can also afford alarm systems or at a minimum, house sitters. And this is trouble brewing start to finish.
Well, that sounds like you're setting yourself up for a breaking and entering charge.
That's right. So a savvy house hunter will be looking for a place that is for sale or rent and has been on the market for a while. Stale properties are key. Realtors show those less and less as time goes on. And when they do show up with a potential client, find someone else living there, the realtor just assumes it came off the market. Make a mental note of that to investigate that later, but likely to forget because they spent all day driving the client around looking at other addresses.
Okay. So we found a place and it's been sitting on the market for 6 months and seems to have been forgotten. It's for sale and there is a lockbox on the front door with a key inside.
Absolute gold mine. First, go to your local DMV and get a new ID card with your new current address. This will work to your benefit later. Second, use your house hunting scissors to remove that lockbox. Next, use universal keys to get inside that lockbox. A drill press or even a Dremel can help with this. Now you have a place to live, an ID card showing you live there, and a key to the front door. Who could argue with that?
Okay, you've moved in. You have an ID that shows where you've lived. What's next, Marshall? How do you keep the owner or law enforcement like you away?
First thing you do is swapping out that front doorknob. You never know how many copies that key from the lockbox are in circulation, so it's best to simply replace it with your own. When Mr. Landlord does come around, he may come across a tad confused as to why his key isn't working. Do not answer the door. No matter how much of a racket he makes banging on the door, tapping on them windows, or yelling at whomever's inside, leave that door locked and treat that crazy bastard like he's someone else's problem. It is possible Mr. Landlord leaves, only to return later with Mr. Policeman. But guess what, kids? You do not have to open the door for the police either. You don't have to, but you can speak with the police from a closed window and show him your ID card. The officer will tell the landlord it is a civil matter, needs to be handled by the courts. This is the time to familiarize yourself with the Landlord-Tenant Act. Read that publication cover to cover and research any questions you may have at the public library.
This may work for a while, but eventually won't the owner be able to get the property back from you?
Eventually, yes. The landlord or property owner is going to want the property back, also going to want you out of it. They will turn to the courts to make this happen. Do not panic, you still have time. After all, Nero didn't burn Rome to the ground in a day. Courts today never move that fast. State laws vary, but all of them require a specific amount of time to pass between filing the proper paperwork and forcibly removing the occupants. Pro tip, use this time to find a new place. Some states require notice of court filing to be physically served on the tenant by handing them a copy along with paperwork to answer the complaint. Most states, however, assume service is satisfied when the notice is taped to the front door. It is important to review the documents, make sure your name is listed. If you don't see your name, then it doesn't involve you. Pay it no mind. Be aware your name could fall under certain caveats such as, and all occupants. You could try telling the judge you're a resident, not an occupant, but that probably won't end the way you think it will. If you intend to leave, do so before the court date. If you want to try and maintain your residence there, you must attend all hearings and explain your side of things to the judge. You can buy time by requesting court dates be reset or for various reasons. However, most judges will not let you use the same reason multiple times, so mix it up a bit. As you're going through the court process, you have the right to ask the court for a no contact order between you and the other party. If the order is violated, the landlord could be taken to jail and may subsequently miss his court date, resulting in a ruling in your favor. This will close the case and you get to stay, but the landlord can simply refile. Now, refiling starts the process all over again. You'll need to be served the paperwork, wait the mandatory amount of time before a hearing is held, start requesting your delays, extensions, and no contact orders, and hope the landlord violates again.
Wow, this is amazing. Who knew that people could get away with so much for so long?
There have been some eviction cases that have gone on for years before final judgment is entered. Eventually, though, your time will be up. You've exhausted your delays and finally had to sit through your hearing. What do you do now? This is actually the easy part. If the court has sided in your favor, you can just stay right where you're at Old Shangri-La and live your life. If the court has sided against you and issued a vacate no later than date, then you need to start packing. Once the no later than date has passed, then 2 or 3 law enforcement officers will visit the residence and verify that you and all occupants have vacated. If you've not left yet, you'll be given a few minutes to gather what's important to you and escorted past the threshold where you're advised not to return. Honestly, if you've let it go this far, then you're really just being petty. Fear not, though. You may have worn out your welcome here at this location, but you have learned by now there are plenty of other locations just waiting for their next free renter. That's all there is to living rent-free in the modern world. I'm Marshall Matters, reminding all of you that, hey, this stuff matters.
Thank you, Marshall Matters. That was sure educational. Well, kids, you know what to do. Go out and get a new place to live. Thanks for watching. I'm Miss Matters, and the Marshall is right. This stuff matters. Okay, until next time, bye-bye. Wave.
Wave.
I liked it.
Yes, I did too. I
I
had so much fun with that.
think my host was a little bossy, though.
Trying to get this off. How do I get it off? There we go.
we're
Do you
back.
think your host was a little bossy? Wave.
Wait, yeah,
And that freaking hat. That freaking hat cracks me up,
that,
dude.
that hat rocks.
Yeah, no, I love the hat. Oh, the hat. Yeah.
And you saw my official law enforcement mirrored sunglasses.
Oh, yes. Yes, I did. You could see quite a bit through them, too, couldn't you? Quite the reflection there of those sunglasses.
Yeah, watch someone slow it down, find the teleprompter in there.
Yeah, right? I don't, I need to go back and look. I don't think you can see the teleprompter. But, I mean, you memorized all your lines anyway. We don't use a teleprompter. What are you talking about?
There are no scripts on the day of the performance.
There's no script on the day of performance. It's all straight on. Yes.
Did you get a
But,
chance to download any of those? Of the Ricky Gervais?
No, not
Oh,
yet.
yeah.
No.
You got to check them out. There's a whole series. I think it was like
Yep.
a 3-season show, but yeah, it was not great.
I know, that's awesome. That okay, there we go. So our Miss Matters topic of the week of squatting, man, that sure has been in the news lately. I mean, there was a reason we chose that one, right?
You don't just have to be Randy Quaid to go squatting.
No, you do not. Not that kind of squat. Oh wait.
No, he and his wife about a decade or so ago were squatting in some well-to-do places. I mean, it was just, and they couldn't get him out. It was entertaining.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Well, that's a
Really?
look up, isn't it?
No
Here we go
kidding.
again.
Oh yeah. Let me look this up. All right. Randy.
It wasn't Dennis Quaid. It was Randy.
Oh, I'm sure it was Randy. Yeah. He's kind of a character. I mean, he is. And they were released from a Vermont jail. Oh wow. Yeah. No, I saw the. All right, hang on. Let's.
I was right, about a decade ago.
Yeah. All right. Hey.
Hi. Hi.
How are you?
You just
missed your show.
I did.
Is your thing muted? Can you see if you're muted? Wait, you're muted there. There we go.
Okay.
All right, your camera wasn't muted, was it?
No.
It is now.
Yeah.
All right, share. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm here. I'm alive. I just had a 4-day illness rising from the ashes.
Yeah, no, that's what it feels like, doesn't it?
Yeah, it feels terrible. Hurts to talk. But I'm here
You're doing it.
doing it.
That's right. Why you're being so hot?
We're looking up Brandy.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that beard he's got.
Yeah, let me share. So, there.
I'm looking.
So, a Vermont judge. Yeah, if somebody wants to read that for a second, while I max off some audio stuff.
You go ahead, Michael.
A Vermont judge released actor. I got my monitor back. A Vermont judge has released actor Randy Quaid and his wife Evie from custody. The couple say they will now address 5-year-old criminal charges in California. Quaids are wanted in Santa Barbara from felony charges filed after they were found squatting in a guest home they previously owned. Court papers say the Quaids damaged or destroyed furniture and fireplace and a mirror. They fled to Canada and were arrested in Vermont last week while trying to re-enter the U.S. The judge freed them on Thursday, saying there was no probable cause to hold them on fugitive from justice charges in Vermont. The couple addressed reporters after leaving court. They said they will stay in Vermont to care for Evie Quaid's ailing father and resolve California charges.
Wow, I had no idea.
And there's not much into that, actually.
No, so they just decided to. I mean, squatting is a damn thing. I mean, it really is a thing right now.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think your monitor's gone now. For some reason, Jody's mic just likes to.
No, I'm still
he's
there.
Stupid.
But I'll deal.
It's coming through her mic sometimes. So, do you still hear yourself when you talk?
Yes, I do. But no, I don't know. Well, it doesn't sound like it's monitor. I think it's more like echo.
Yeah, it's coming through hers. You and your mom.
Oh, that's your screen. That's why it's not going.
Sorry.
Oh, am I still sharing? Sharing, aren't I? Hey, we're all back.
Hi.
Goodness. So, Mr. Quaid.
Well, wasn't
his
squatting,
wife-
was that the same as the Wall Street? What was that? The Wall Street protest where you were sitting in the tents outside of Wall Street? Was that
Oh,
squatting?
that was
or
no. So that was
was that
Occupy Wall Street.
Occupy Wall Street? That's right.
Yeah. So that was they took over the park there.
Okay, so that was nothing with squatting.
Yep.
Okay.
No, it was not. It was more. Well,
Camping
I mean,
protest.
it's kind of commandeering land, but squatting is like you take a property.
Right. You're in a home.
Yep.
You know how you do strange things that you don't realize you could do until you did them?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't feel like I'm very much Jody
G.I. Joe or Go Get 'em Boys. I don't care that much in general. But I
Right.
did see a U-Haul that I thought was our U-Haul in the homeless camp abatement that's getting taken down right now. And my cute little ass drove right up into that camp, embedment with my child in the car and went out to the truck to make sure it wasn't mine. What am I doing?
Dang.
Yeah, I was pissed. I was like, all right, that's not mine. I left.
Wow.
So there's
You're
some
like-
times when you have to occupy Wall Street.
No, exactly.
My
Well,
U-Haul, man. Get you. I don't know what I'll do with you when I get you, but I'm going to get you.
yeah, right. So were they like loading it up or what?
No, they were just living in it. I was just making
somebody
sure it wasn't
somebody
mine.
was living in
Yeah,
it.
living
like,
in it.
Oh my goodness.
In the homeless camp. Like they had, their rigs all stuck up with it. They were gone the next day. But, I went right up to them.
yeah, right.
And I was very surprised that I did that.
Yeah.
So how do you just went up and checked it and made sure?
Yeah,
it's
because there's a
not the-
code for which ones are, yours, and it wasn't the matching number for mine.
Right.
I
Oh,
reported
gotcha.
it to our people, of course, but if it had been mine, I think I would have actually exchanged words.
Right. Oh yeah.
I almost, when 1409
Yeah.
was gone for so long, I saw it at the Global Bank just
Right.
on Northern Lights.
Yeah.
And it was running. There was no one in it. They were inside. I was so close
Just stealing it,
to
right?
parking the van and just getting it and bringing it back to the store.
Oh wow. That
So
would be crazy.
close. I just,
And that's where it's kind of taking the law in your own hands, right?
yeah. It's funny. You hear the police say they don't want anarchy or, on the streets. But it's like, dude, you got it up the wazoo as is.
Yeah.
What do you mean you don't want it?
Yeah, right.
No, right. Exactly.
Yeah. If we
My
could take care
gosh.
of our own business, solve it to person, need the law.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't
No,
think people are
exactly.
going to all agree on the way to solve things.
Yeah. Probably not.
So
Like in courts, I was explaining to people when it comes up, but the judge in the court case is actually there to protect you, the defendant. No defendant ever believes that.
Sure.
right.
But
right.
if you ask the victim or the prosecutor,
They
they
always
want you
lead.
buried under the jail and the jail thrown away.
Right.
And
Mhm.
not every crime rates that punishment.
Right.
No, I hear you. So, Jody, didn't you have something that you wanted to do?
I did.
Here?
So
It's not right. I can reach it if you
we
can.
should go ahead and reach
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I got
So-
it. Okay.
Michael's birthday is coming up, and this is his last 49th. What are we saying?
I turned 50 next year.
He turns 50 next year. That's his
you are-
answer to his age.
You are Alaska age this year?
Alaska age this year. Yes,
This is
he's
your-
Alaska
this is your
age
Alaska
this year.
year?
Well, no, it's just I don't care for the team from San Francisco at all. So I'm not turning 49 this year. I'm turning 50 next year.
No, you would say I'm turning Alaska age. this
Turning
year.
Alaska age. I like it.
Hmm.
Work it around. Don't just reject.
Yeah.
And speaking of that
I'll consider this.
philosophy, don't just reject. Michael is of an age where he is needing arthritic help. Arthritic? No, not arthritic. Feet. Dietal? I don't know what feet are called.
Yeah, that's a podiatrist. that does
Podiatrist?
feet, yes.
Anyways, I got
I
Michael
think,
a
right?
present
Yes.
for his before 50th birthday. And I can't wait. I just can't wait on this one. And I want to see if he hates it, if he's going to love it, if he's going to throw it at me. I don't know. So just,
Is that why you put me on camera?
Yep.
yeah, I wanted this
Yeah,
to
yeah.
be aired so that we don't have any violence.
we gotta have a public.
We have to have a public
display of
unveiling of this 'cause
this,
it's a big deal. This has been a conversation in our family for a couple of years now. None of us have indulged, but I feel like it's time for Michael to just dabble
a cat.
in the.
Cat will like this.
I
Cat
hope
will
so.
enjoy this.
His face isn't good so far.
Yeah, you think there's a reason we haven't, got with the trend.
So I have yet to hear a person say they suck.
Yeah, no, exactly.
I have yet to hear a person say they suck. And
well,
so I figure
the
you're going to
view
get
when you
your
look
sleep study.
down.
Everyone's wearing them, man. I got some Crocs to follow or some
They are
charms.
They're very.
I am not
very
putting charms on
good.
these.
I got bagel
Yes, you
You,
will.
charms.
you can go ahead and just stop that right now.
You will put.
I will
bagel
not.
charms on.
I
there.
will not.
We will sell
come
them in the store
on.
then.
Everybody wants charms on their Crocs.
do.
Where's yours?
I don't wear Crocs.
Does Cat
Why
have
not?
charms?
Cat wears Crocs. She doesn't have any charms, but my nephew does.
Yeah, everyone. Not all the kids do. I want Hello Kitty Crocs. That's what I'm waiting for. There was a pair of Hello Kitty Crocs. Of
So why
try
don't you
'em.
just get some charms?
Hold
Oh,
him up
fuck.
there.
It's some
Hold
pink
'em-
ones or some
hold 'em
red
up there.
ones.
Let's see what do you got.
Hold on, I'm taking the tags off.
Okay.
Eggs. But yeah, I mean, so Michael's gonna get he just had a sleep study and he's gonna get an awesome sleep machine. He's gonna be a brand new Michael. And I thought he could be a brand new Michael in his G's.
Are they black?
Yeah,
are.
so the orange ones ended up being like $65 and the black ones were 38.
Oh, okay. All
So
right.
I'm like,
Gotcha.
eh.
So yeah, for trying them out, that's fine.
We can spray paint
There
them.
were orange ones. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and,
Oh yeah, but
or we could get, if he likes them, obviously there's gonna be
yeah, I wear Birkenstocks, so that's my sandal.
and
I
we're
don't-
Converse.
I
Lesbian?
don't- What's that?
You're lesbian?
No. But there's more than lesbians that wear Birkenstocks.
No, it was a South Park joke.
It's not just a
Oh,
South Park
was it
joke.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't.
When,
catch
when,
that.
I'll be right back.
when the
Okay.
the kid's teacher or substitute teacher, and they found out her sexual preference, and they all wanted to be one, even though they didn't know what it was. So,
oh, I got
They would ask, other adults or whatever, and one of them was that you wear Birkenstocks to be one.
Good grief. So, so you haven't not tried the Crocs yet, right?
No, I've never worn them.
Okay. Yeah. Your feed might like them. I know Kat really swears by them. She loves Crocs. She wears crap out of them. And so
My mom wears them all the time too, and I know she's had
had good luck
She,
with them.
well, she wears, or at least last time I was visiting with her, she wore them exclusively and had for years. But mom's got, she rolled her ankle probably 20, 30 years ago or so,
Yep.
and never got it fixed. So her old side of her ankle is just a wad of scar tissue.
Oh, gosh. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Nope, Kat. I don't know if you can you see the chat or no?
Yeah, I have to
Put in
chat.
the chat. So yeah, she was backing me up. She says she loves her Crocs. So.
And that you wear Birkenstocks.
I wear Birkenstocks. I do. Because I'm a lesbian.
I normally wear my Doc Martens in the summer. I can't wear them in the winter because they'll kill you.
Right. Oh yeah, no, exactly.
When I see other people wearing Docs, in December, I'm like, how in the world can you do that here?
Mm-hmm.
What's the trick? Thing goes in the back.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah, it goes in the back
naturally.
or the front. I mean, it goes either way.
What, you think it'll stay on without the strap?
Yes, they will. I think so. Some people don't wear them with the strap, but I think the strap helps.
Yeah, I think it look like dance goes.
Oh, she did. Yeah, be careful on wet, slick floors.
Oh, gosh, Black Mike, the entertainer for the pre-band show at Coots.
Mm-hmm.
He would wear them all the time, and he slipped wearing his, just, I'd say probably once or twice a night. And a man that big don't need to be slipping.
Oh gosh, yeah, I bet. Oof, that'd hurt.
Yeah,
That's a
he's
hurting
tall
one.
too, so it's a
Mhm.
long way to the ground.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, while
All
you're
right,
trying
so-
that, I got the
We'll play soccer. Who's up?
do it. I got another little video we can kind of look at.
They're not flip flops. So I can wear tube socks with them, right?
Right. Correct. All right. So you think that, people that online creators talking about the current president think that's all organic, right?
Water?
I started to
What's that?
Water? She's drinking clearly Canadian?
Think so.
talk like the spring semester of my senior year, and I was like, fuck, I finally have to start applying for law school. And then, like, female privilege, life is so easy for a, woman. Obviously, I lucked out. I'm just kidding. I lucked out. And then, TikTok was basically full time for me. I think I was taking ads by the time I graduated college from like the
Taking ads.
Biden administration and Planned Parenthood and like dating apps.
Yeah. So Biden administration is paying not only TikTok creators, I believe she has an OnlyFans as well. So she's an edgy creator.
And stuff. So it was like fully financially, sustaining.
So you were
me.
getting the Biden administration was buying ads from you,
Yeah, I was doing full on political propaganda.
and they would just
So, but you know how ads are normally disclosed?
Yeah.
When you have an ad, it says this is an ad.
oh really with like
Oh,
ads,
yeah.
like Biden
Watch
created
this.
10 million jobs
Yeah,
this year.
honestly, and the funny thing is, they're like, do not disclose this is an ad because
Do not disclose this is an ad.
they're like, technically it's not a product, so you don't have to disclose it's an ad. Because I think
You don't have to. Technically, you're not selling anything. It's not a product. We're paying you to say these things. We're paying you to say nice about these things, but it's not really an ad.
It's not really the truth either.
Correct. Not really the truth either.
they
Let's
just
go.
wanted like some edgy girl of color to just tell people, like, when they nominated like Ketanji Brown Jackson, they're like,
Oh,
can you
wow.
say, like, as a person of color, that you feel reflected?
This part's hilarious too.
And it's like a white woman emailing this to me, and she's like,
There's a white woman emailing her, trying to tell her how to tell people about her experience as a person
About
of
her lived
color.
experience, yeah.
About her lived experience.
giving me this script, and I'm like, no. And she's like, please. And I'm like, no, I'll like talk about the news of it, but I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna have a white person tell me to be like, this is how I feel as a person of color. Like, it's just so, I think that black pilled me slightly on like, political propaganda
So
stuff.
the Biden administration sees, oh, here's this young.
Yeah, I mean, they use like
dark-skinned-
a conduit. It's not like, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
not Biden, but it's
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 not
like
Biden,
it's like a third party. You know what I mean? It's like a media company
Yeah.
that's doing it on his behalf.
the
I'm not
mess-
blaming him for this.
Yeah, and the message is
Yeah, I do. I
Well-
blame fucking him. Okay, I blame his people because he's not making this decision.
Yeah,
he's
no,
not making
he's-
any fucking decisions.
I think he's doing whatever his advisors or whatever. And I get that the president needs advisors, but
Right.
I really don't think, tapioca for brains is actually making the decisions. He's
No.
just looking at whoever and saying, what do you think?
Yep.
Go with that.
Oh yeah. No,
like,
exactly.
because you're a dark-skinned woman, you will be inspired by Ketanji Brown Jackson, and all the kids should support her.
Yeah, they're like, basically as like another black person, just say that like you feel reflected by Ketanji. I'm like, no, I'll talk about like Ketanji's background and her accomplishments, but like I never,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna say like the corny stuff.
Did anyone
Even if
ever
it was
list
a
them?
brown person emailing it to me? I'm
What's that?
Ketanji Brown Jackson's accomplishments.
like,
Were
no,
they
it's
ever
not, like,
listed
how I
anywhere?
feel. Like I don't look at like Ketanji. and be like,
Somewhere. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah. See, yeah.
I mean,
Just like
Yeah.
I hear people talk about President Biden has gotten so much done.
right. Like
What?
what?
They never actually say what it is that is so much that he's gotten
Mhm.
accomplished.
No, they have not.
I
They
remember
don't.
him getting shut down by the Supreme Court a lot.
They talk they talk about the job growth that he's had. Well, how many jobs did we lose through COVID that we've never gotten back?
He was only
We've never
asking for
gotten-
100 days.
All of those back.
We certainly haven't gotten all the businesses back.
No, right. Yeah. 100% we have not. Yeah, no. That's just but don't the thing too about don't disclose that this is an ad.
Right.
we are going to pay you money to talk about these things, but don't disclose that this is an ad because we want this to seem organic. We want this to seem like people are actually talking about you.
This actually kind of warms my heart a little, but not for reasons people may think. It's just it kept me up at night, sometimes thinking, gosh, just my average Americans just can't be this stupid.
Yeah.
No, they're just being paid, so that happens. Don't actually believe the crap they're saying, and that's good. That's a good thing, because we'd be a lot worse off if they really actually believed the horse shit coming out of their mouths.
Right. So we've got this that came out too from the in Congress right now. Congress is trying to do stuff that
Opposite of progress.
really are, but it seems like they take one step forward and then they take another step back. But
Not just one step back.
oh yeah, no, exactly. But the Judiciary Committee has got a weaponization committee, basically the committee about the weaponization of the intelligence communities and such. And this is a huge report that's come out that shows that there's been a months-long campaign to censor, of course, Facebook, Amazon, and YouTube. Like throughout the last few years, they've gone to Amazon and told Amazon to, take away this book or that book, or how can you actually promote that book, right? And so
Because people are paying money for it.
right, and then Amazon implemented a new policy. Amazon implemented a new policy that added the "Do Not Promote" label for anti-vaccine books. So, of course, it was all about that.
I'm all for people making their own decisions. Sometimes anti-vaxxers, we could have eradicated cholera.
Yeah, get closer to your mic. You're
Yeah,
cutting in
I
and
know.
out.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We could have eradicated cholera or smallpox,
Yeah, I know.
but it's cool. Yeah, be a hippie.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I'm not saying you got to take everything they're jamming up your arm, but
right.
some stuff you really don't want to risk.
Oh yeah,
trying to get.
no, exactly. I think the newer one of the things they're talking about is the mRNA vaccines, which
Yeah.
we don't know a ton about yet. And then YouTube, and then so this is quite the big report here. And then Facebook, Facebook would have, they wanted to come out with a new policy, right? And so they needed to get the Biden administration's permission. They had them review their policies before they would implement them. It's like,
Yeah, because
we
they
need-
work for the government.
right. No, exactly. And then you've got people in the government that threaten these companies that, you're not going to get this, you're not going to get that, or, we're going to look into your business more. I mean, it's so ridiculous. It's so freaking ridiculous right now
Hey.
with the censorship.
I thought it was pretty strange the way a couple months ago, Facebook just eliminated their news feed.
Right. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sure. And now the video feed, instead of news articles or whatnot that I used to get, just none. They're gone. You got to go find a different way to search them. And I'm willing to bet probably not going to find them on YouTube either.
And what were you using before?
Well, I was using just for world news or national news on Facebook. If you go over to like where videos are and whatnot,
Okay.
There was another button there to press for news, just news itself.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And Facebook removed that a couple months ago.
Really?
News, yeah.
Why?
Well, probably because they couldn't control all the news that goes on it, so they just cured the headache by cutting off the head.
Right.
Theory happens to fit the facts there.
Yeah. So because they can't control it, they got to change the way that you access. And that they're also implementing this thing where you have to be a recognized news agency to even call it news now, right? So, I mean, like, no matter what they do, we're so connected now. The future is, um, citizen journalists, right? I mean, that's
Yeah.
the way it's going to go. Everybody's got a camera now. Everybody's got a camera. And so everybody has the capability of making news.
I could agree with that, and I could like get all behind that. I mean, that's First Amendment, tried and true,
Mhm.
right there. I would say you shouldn't be allowed into every press pool just because you write a blog. You're
Oh yeah, no, I agree.
not
Yeah,
really a
but
reporter there, but yeah, I mean, I certainly wouldn't want that, Mister Joe Schmo. Excuse me, Governor. Yeah.
yeah, right. No, exactly. But I do think press conferences stuff. I don't think there should be a government. You shouldn't have to have a license to be a journalist. There should be no journalist license. There should be no news person license from the government that says that you are available. Now, private events can limit that, and even public events with, like you said, with press conferences or whatnot, you can there should be some restrictions on who's there. Like you said, you can't let every weirdo in the door.
Did
But
you see me at Seattle Seahawks post-game presser? Carmine Falcone, Rethink Action News. And on third down, when you punted for some weird reason, what was going through your mind?
Yeah, right. That would be kind of fun, though.
That would be funny. Yeah,
It would be fun to do that.
remember
I got me
during
thinking.
the lockout for the 2011 season,
Yep.
Roger Goodell was hosting a bunch of media guys for a Q&A, and Chad Ochocinco at the time was there, and he just stood up for his question. Chad Ochocinco News Network.
Oh, jeez.
His question was, I think the question was worth it, but given the source, I thought it was a little
Goofy.
no, misplaced, given that, because he was asking, what's it going to take to get these billionaires, the team owners, to talk to these millionaires, the team players. And Chad, you're one of them.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, exactly.
You are a part of this. What was funny is Roger Goodell, his first response was, I'm sorry, I didn't catch that name. Who is that?
Doing YouTube now, right?
No doubt. No doubt.
With they have an
Those are
I can pull
two
it up here.
huge personalities.
Oh yeah.
Huge personalities.
Find it here.
He was entertaining with a microphone in front of him. Shannon Sharp was.
Yeah, they're called. Okay, so their channel is called Nightcap. Here it is. Go. So yeah, so you see there, that's Nightcap. So we got Shannon, Shannon Sharp, Chad Ochocinco, and Gilbert Arenas. Okay, I didn't know they added Gilbert Arenas in there.
Oh no, Johnson again. I'd heard that he was changing his name back to John.
Oh, gotcha. Microphone.
I'm right here by it.
I know. You're when you go to the side, you cut out
Yeah.
really quickly.
Yeah, I'm with you. Gotcha. I'm not even in front of it. Yeah.
No, it makes a big difference. But yeah, Unk, I don't know. So I did not know Shannon Sharp went by the name Unk, though. Did you?
Did he go to North Carolina?
No. It's Unk. Uncle Shannon, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, he calls himself Unk. So that'll be interesting. Oh, how about the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight? That's coming up like in a month or so.
Probably gonna. They're going boxing rules, right?
Yes. I think they're only doing 2-minute rounds. So
May not matter.
3-minute rounds.
Are they doing 12 rounds or 10 rounds?
Let me see.
Although Mike Tyson's at an age where he may not be able to go the distance if he has to.
Right.
Then again, I don't know how much the dude works out.
So 2-minute rounds, 14-ounce gloves. And it's actually being sanctioned as a professional fight. It's not an
exhibition or
exhibition.
Promotional.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep. So they use the standard or 10-ounce gloves, I guess. So the 14-ounce gloves rather than the standard 10-ounce gloves are generally regarded as a benefit to Paul because the heavier gloves may soften Tyson's powerful punches. Paul disagrees. I think it's equal because the 14-ounce gloves are better for blocking punches. But if the punch lands, it isn't supposed to hurt as much.
Except it's the added weight flying into your face as well.
Well, yeah, and it's Mike freaking Tyson. I don't want to get hit by Mike.
Oh yeah, no,
Tyson.
I used to love those when people be paid whatever just to lose to Tyson, and there's always some jackamoor. I'd fight Mike Tyson for $1 million. Yeah, you'd have a lot of fun spinning it from your wheelchair.
Yeah, right.
Just sitting there drooling. Hey, who's that rich guy?
Do you see when Mike Tyson got accosted on a plane and he beat that guy up on the plane?
Good call.
Yeah, like why would you pick a fight with Mike Tyson?
Yeah. Conversely, was that Paul British guy? He played the Juggernaut in the X-Men movie. Vinny Jones.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh.
Gone in 60 Seconds. He was the guy that didn't talk the whole time.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Big, tall, the house kind of dude, right? Yep. He was in, I think it was Wyoming or some cowboy type state like that.
Okay.
At a local bar, just for whatever reason, he was in town at this bar this day.
Okay.
And one of the locals tried picking a fight with him.
Oh, wow.
And you would think this wouldn't end up in his favor, except Vinny Jones is an actor doing choreographed fights on film.
Right.
Not Chuck Norris doing actual fights.
Yeah, exactly.
So local cowboy got the better of him, but then like the whole world watched and yeah, you're cool, dude.
Yeah, great. Good job, I guess.
Way to go. I was half drunk on his day off, you know, and probably not even looking for a fight.
Trying to think. I think I was in tech school for the Air Force when Mike Tyson first lost, when he lost to Buster Douglas.
Yeah.
Yep. And I mean, so what date was that fight?
Do you remember the card on that?
Oh, no.
One of the judges had Tyson winning. No
Really?
idea what fight that judge was watching.
Yeah.
But I remember the fight as well. It just seemed like it. Did Mike Tyson warm up? Just almost as if he just like went into it thinking, "Well, I've won every other one. I
No, exactly.
gotta win this one too."
Nope. So we were in. I went to tech school in Illinois, a place called Chanute, Illinois, or Chanute Air Force Base. It was near Springfield, I think. No, it was Champaign, Urbana. That's where it was. you know anything about Indiana, that's where it was. Or Illinois, sorry, Illinois. But
Well, I went to boot camp in Illinois.
oh, okay.
Probably nowhere near your place, but yeah.
Probably not. It was Southern Illinois.
Oh yeah, no, we're up
Where
by
it was.
Chicago.
Yeah, no, we were Southern Illinois. The Champaign, Urbana, which is, I mean, I think it's pretty close to the Indiana border. But anyway, I mean, it was that I remember that being a huge deal because we like went over to they had the bowling alley set up, and you know, it was everybody there to watch the fight, right? And so just like watching this fight and everybody's, you know, oh, how long is this gonna last? This isn't gonna last very long.
Yeah,
blah, blah,
1
blah.
minute
And then
into
it's like-
first.
and it's like, you know, after you get through like the first couple rounds, everybody's like stunned. It was just like,
Yeah, normally they don't go this long.
what is happening? This is insane. And sure enough, 10 round, Buster Douglas actually
Was it
knocked
10?
him out.
Was it 10? Yeah, I remember it was a count to
Yep.
10 count. Was
Yep.
it the 10th round? I thought it was like 7th or something.
No, check out Buster Douglas' 10th round
10th
knockout
round.
of Mike Tyson in their heavyweight fight. It was in Tokyo. It was on February 11th, 1990. And it's
Yep.
considered one of the biggest upsets in boxing history. I would say yes.
And a couple years later, Buster Douglas was on the cover of, I don't think it was Sports Illustrated, but it was some popular magazine. And
Okay.
he had put on about 200 pounds,
Yep.
and he's on this like fat Harley, fat boy. And I punched out Mike Tyson.
Yep.
But there's your accomplishment. Yeah,
Yeah. No, you did. That's all you've done. Congratulations, I guess.
Well, yeah, I mean, you got to have a first.
Yep. No, exactly.
What's Tyson's record now?
Oh man, I know he came back in and lost. Well, you know,
He's lost more than that one.
Yeah, when you bite somebody's ear.
Yeah, I guess that would be a defeat. But that was
Yeah.
the fight was stopped. I mean,
So total fights is 58. He has 50 wins and 6 losses. Still not a bad record.
and 2 no decisions.
44 by knockout. I don't know.
Yeah.
Doesn't say no decisions. So
I remember my first time watching a Tyson fight. I was babysitting a couple of kids from church, and the father came home from whatever he was doing early, wanted to watch the fight, and
okay.
I had never watched one. I not really,
Right.
but so I just sat there and watched it with him, and it lasted 30 something seconds.
Right.
It doesn't even matter who he was fighting. I was like, you mean that's it?
exactly.
The ref should just stop it? Like, I don't know anything about boxing, but yeah, I got a pretty good lesson that day. Hey, buddy.
Hey, Benji.
I got that. Thanks,
So,
bud.
Yeah, no, I mean, I remember being, when was his first, like, Tyson's first TV fight, I guess. I mean, I'd have been like, okay, so 86. So,
Sounds right.
Yeah, I was like, 12, 13, 15. And it was against Jesse. So, the first few, he would come out and like the other person would come out with all this music and stuff, and he'd come out with like a towel from the Hilton that he'd cut a hole in it, and it was like draped over him, right?
Mhm.
And so, after his first couple fights, I mean, he was a big draw, but then he still never came out flashy, right? He still
Right.
always just came out either with nothing, no shirt or nothing, or like I said, the first few times we were laughing because he came out with like he took a towel from the hotel, cut a slit in it, slid it over his head, and that was his robe. There was no Rocky robe.
Right.
there was no Clubber Lang.
No American
thing.
flag.
There was- yeah.
No
no.
American flag shorts.
No. There was freaking just this guy ready to freaking just get it. And oh man, yeah.
I remember-
those first few where he just knocked people out within the first 30 seconds or whatever.
First 3
were just
punches. Yeah.
Insanity.
I love his quote, though. It's everyone has a game plan until you get hit in the face.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah. And hard.
Yeah, right. I remember the Evander Holyfield, Larry Holmes the one where Larry Holmes got the better of Holyfield, coming out. You've got Larry Holmes might as well have, bodies, let the bodies hit the floor,
right.
Evander Holyfield comes out with this Christian music that he's just
geez.
happy singing along to. Go,
Oh my goodness.
oh, I don't think someone's as pumped as they need to be for this. And it kind of ended up like I would expect. If you're watching them come out, go, yeah, someone's ready.
Oh my goodness.
Someone's on vacation.
Oh, that's crazy. No, he was a juggernaut earlier. I mean,
Yeah.
that he was a freaking juggernaut. There was nothing like him, especially in his prime, man.
And then 6 years, right in the middle of his prime, he's not allowed to throw a punch at all.
Right?
Because it was not allowed in an Illinois prison.
No, it wasn't. 3 years.
Yeah, it was sentenced to 6, served 3.
Yep. Oh, crazy.
I certainly don't want to victim blame there, but the actual thing that got him arrested, what did that woman think she's being summoned to his hotel room for at 3 a.m?
No, right? Yeah.
Gosh.
Who knows?
Yeah, don't want to victim blame, but everyone's got
I'm
the
pretty
right
sure-
to not take part in anything they don't want to take part in.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that that was
Yeah.
What's the conspiracy theory that if you're going to be truly elite, that you have to do something to humiliate yourself, or they're going to come after you, right? And Mike probably turned him down, so that was his punishment for turning down the upper.
Yeah. Well, these days we just have all our past tweets to get us in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh,
exactly.
Something's taboo to say today, but it wasn't 10 years ago. So we'll just get you in trouble today for what you said 10 years ago.
Oh yeah. No, exactly. Because everything's got to use today's standards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right.
You can go as Michael Jackson for Halloween, but you can't change. You can't put makeup on to do it.
Right. No, exactly. Don't. Yeah.
All
right.
We're over.
Well, that's a good. Yeah. No, that's fine. Let's get Jody home.
Yes.
Yeah. And we'll see you next week. And home. Sure, Jody will feel much. So
she better, because otherwise she's got a record for this illness again.
Yeah. Right. No, exactly. We don't need. All right. Well,
right.
Michael, we'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I'll talk
rock
to you
and roll from Rethink Home
real soon. Okay. Yes. All right.
Rock and roll
Goodbye.
for Rockers. Yep.
Peace out. See you later.
How do I leave? Where's my leave?